All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're investigating a hidden biological threat, modern noise, and contrasting it with the truly extraordinary regenerative power of silence. We live in an era where our senses are just constantly bombarded, right? So today, we are going to look at the undeniable, scientifically proven impact this environment has on our biology.
Now I know that sounds a bit wild, but today we are going to look right under the hood of your brain to see the physical, structural toll of our hyper-connected world. We're not just talking about feeling a little distracted on a Tuesday afternoon. We are talking about actual, measurable changes to your neurobiology caused by the noisy environments we've built.
Part 1. The modern brain drain.
Let's start by examining this invisible assault on our cognitive resources. 4,000. That's a huge number, right? Well, that is actually the staggering number of words per minute racing through your mind as internal chatter. Think about that for a second. That is 10 times faster than express speech. All this internal noise, the rapid mental chatter, the worry, the self-criticism, it keeps your body's threat systems constantly activated, which actually signals your cells to trigger the expression of inflammatory genes.
It's basically a war on two fronts for your brain. On one side, you have physical auditory noise. Think blaring fire engine sirens, which directly causes cardiovascular stress and arterial stiffness. And then, on the other side, there's informational noise from our smartphones, which forces constant cognitive task switching. The source material reveals that the average person loses 1 full hour every single day simply trying to recover and get back on track after being interrupted by phone or social media notifications. A whole hour!
Section 2. Anatomy of Digital Dementia.
So, what exactly is this constant onslaught doing to us? Well, back in 2012, neuropsychiatrist Manfred Spitzer coined this brilliant, though kind of terrifying term, digital dementia. It perfectly describes how excessive smartphone use mimics the exact symptoms of severe cognitive impairment. The data shows that heavy reliance on digital media literally shrinks the gray matter in the attention-regulating areas of your prefrontal cortex. This leads to a severe loss of concentration and cognitive flexibility.
To really understand how this chronic noise causes literal brain atrophy, using simple biological terms, we need to look at two specific brain regions. Under chronic noise, your prefrontal cortex, think of this as the CEO of focus that manages your complex reasoning and working memory, actually shrinks and loses its regulatory control. At the exact same time, your amygdala, the brain's threat alarm, becomes hyperactive and highly reactive to fear. So you're essentially losing your logical control center while your emotional fear center goes into absolute overdrive.
And here's where it gets even more intense. Constant noise triggers a neuroendocrine response through the HPA axis, which floods your system with heavy amounts of cortisol. Sustained cortisol elevation directly damages the hippocampus, which is your memory gateway. Prolonged exposure to noise stress impairs long-term potentiation and physically reduces overall tissue volume in the hippocampus, severely limiting your cognitive memory storage.
Part 3. The neuroscience of silence.
But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Here is where our investigation uncovers a seriously powerful solution. Silence is not just an empty void. It is an active, regenerative neurological cure. To understand how silence reclaims our cognitive capacity, we have to look at the brain's default mode network, or DMN. This network is highly active when we're mind-wandering or ruminating, and when it's overactive, it's heavily linked to anxiety and ADHD. Regular periods of silence actually act as a sensory deprivation paradigm that calms the hubs of this overactive default mode network. This allows you to naturally transition from exhausting, anxious internal chatter back to a sharp, focused presence. Get this. In biological studies, it took just 7 days. Just 1 week of exposure to sustained auditory silence is enough to trigger a truly astonishing physical transformation in the brain.
This blew my mind when I first read the source material. Prolonged silence actually stimulates hippocampal neurogenesis. That's a fancy way of saying your brain starts birthing highly recruitable new brain cells that differentiate into mature neurons and integrate into your networks. Not only that, structured silence actively improves the brain's white matter structural integrity, specifically in crucial pathways that link your emotional and cognitive centers.
Section 4. The power of the pause.
All right, let's talk about how this biological upgrade translates into real-world superpowers, especially at work or in your social life. By deliberately deploying silence during intense conversations or negotiations, you create the essential mental space required to totally bypass reactive arguments. By resisting that urge to fill every single gap with words, you give your brain the time for genuine cognitive reflection. You step off the conversational treadmill, engage in deep listening, and actually formulate superior, collaborative solutions.
As researcher Namje Kaudenberg discovered through something called the close relationship paradox, leaders and close partners actually use this strategic silence on purpose. And not to make things awkward. They use it to project quiet authority, validate their shared history, and build unshakable team trust. In very secure dynamics, silence is proof that you understand each other so well that literally no words are needed.
Part 5. Reclaiming your cognitive focus.
So the million-dollar question. How do we systematically build this neurological cure into our own noisy daily routines to protect our brains? One proven method is incorporating daily habits like quadrato-motor training, or QMT for short. It's basically a structured movement meditation that uses silent intervals. Clinical trials have proven that just 6 weeks of daily practice optimizes that white matter integrity we talked about, seamlessly rebuilding those critical neural connections between your emotional amygdala and your cognitive prefrontal cortex.
But to actually protect this new brain growth, you have to act as the ultimate gatekeeper of your own attention. Following Cal Newport's philosophy of digital minimalism, you need to set rigorous physical boundaries around your smartphone use. We're talking about blocking distractions, setting very specific availability windows for your emails, establishing completely device-free zones, like maybe keeping the phone out of your bedroom, and, for sure, turning off all non-essential notifications.
Section 6. Join the quiet movement.
Finding peace in our hyper-stimulated digital age isn't just a lifestyle preference anymore. It is a profound biological revolution that requires your active participation. We want to empower you to stop the cognitive drain. By integrating periods of deep silence and strong digital boundaries, you can literally, physically protect your brain's gray matter, lower your baseline stress, and reclaim your highest level of creative focus and mental clarity.
If you want to dive deeper into the fascinating neuroscience behind all this and get actionable tools to implement these structural boundaries in your daily routine, make sure you go read more from our website at relaxalittle.co.
And hey, please ask your friends to follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more explainers just like this one. Let's work together to make Relax a Little a massive global movement for cognitive health and intentional living.
So, I'll leave you with this. Will you let the noise dictate your mind, or will you choose the power of silence? The choice is entirely yours, but your brain is eagerly waiting for your answer. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to go find a quiet moment for yourself right now.